If you didn't know, Real Madrid is currently in the process of having elections. Basically, Florentino Perez is already the president, we all know that, and there is a candidate called Enrique Riquelme. And of course, we have to talk about the transfers, what he has promised to us, and there is some big news coming out as of right now. There is some Man City players that are being promised to us, but are they fake? Are they gonna fit the system? How would they fit into the players that are already in the club? But I have something else as well. After we talk about the elections and the promised players, I have the transfer rumors that are linked to Real Madrid. We have the right back rumors, we have some center backs, this and that. We're gonna talk about all of this, but before we begin, please like, comment, subscribe, and let's start with the Enrique Riquelme promises. Breaking: Enrique Riquelme is promising 2 superstar signings to Real Madrid fans if he's elected as president this summer. Now, of course, do I think he's gonna be elected? No. And most of you will probably think that Enrique Riquelme will not be elected. But guys, he's promising us Rodri and Erling Haaland. Rodri, I think, not the best fit for Real Madrid, but hey, he's still a good player. The age is what I'm, not too much confidence about. But Erling Haaland, once again, hey, great player. He might fit Real Madrid. But how does he fit with Mbappe, with Vinicius? What's the wage structure looking like? Are we gonna, be able to afford this financially? And of course, there is more rumors coming out about the Enrique Riquelme. He's only gonna reveal the signings. This is not the official 2 players that are gonna be revealed. We are gonna be talking about one more player from Manchester City, but I'm going to start with Erling Haaland, then we are going to get into Rodri, because Rodri is the solidified one. There is so many rumors around Rodri, and he is the confirmed one. The second one, of course, is it going to be Haaland? Is it going to be someone else? If it is Haaland, I think it's one of the worst signings that can possibly happen to Real Madrid. Because as of now, we have Rodrigo ACL. Okay, he's out of the picture for now. Nico Paz, Endrick coming back. Where are they even going to play now? And then we have the 2 mega superstars in Kylian Mbappe as a striker and a left winger as Vinicius Jr. And they are already having beef with each other. Now, do I think if we didn't have Mbappe, Haaland would be a perfect fit? For sure. Vinicius with Mbappe, even Rodrigo coming back, they can play off a huge striker. We have presence in the box. He can score those headers. He's more acrobatic. He's more of a presence. Yes, he might not be, he might not be that great in big games as Mbappe is, but as we have seen, even though Mbappe might score in those big games and he might be a better player than Erling Haaland is more of a player that fits into a system. He's more a player that makes other players play better around him, or he makes them play to him and he scores every single chance possible. That's what he has over Mbappe, is the goal scoring ability. Even though Mbappe is elite at goal scoring, I would say Haaland would fit this system more than Mbappe with Vinicius Jr. But guys, if we are being 100% honest, Mbappe is never leaving Real Madrid. Florentino Perez has literally just came out and said he's the best player in the world. So if Florentino Perez stays, this is completely out of the picture. But if Enrique Riquelme comes in, what if he wants to sell Vinicius or Kylian Mbappe? Does it make sense to sell Mbappe now? Absolutely not. With the contract situation and with what has been going on, and especially that we have gotten for free. How much do you want to sell him for? Where do you sell him? Who does even afford Mbappe? And I don't think it's time to be selling Mbappe now. Yes, I know it has been horrid for the last 2 seasons, but do you want to give up after 2 seasons on a player like Kylian Mbappe when he can go to Arsenal or clubs like these and absolutely, finish up the whole football world? I don't think so. And with Vinicius, yes, it's more of a chance of him leaving if Perez stays, or Enrique goes in and he sells him because of the contract situation. But once again, do I want to just give up on Vinicius now after all of this has been happening and he's going to the World Cup and we are rumored to be re-signing him? I don't know. I don't think so. And, even if I wanted to sell Vinicius, let's entertain it, yeah? Because, yes, that is a part of me that might be, done with Vinicius. I still like him as a player. But even if I wanted to sell him or the club wanted to get him off, how does Mbappe fail with Erling Haaland? Where does he play? We were trying to make Mbappe a striker for 2 years now, so might as well continue with it. No, guys, would you say that's the progress that we should be taking? Why not? Might as well continue with it. and keep Vinicius, because that's what we were doing. Now, if we move Kylian Mbappe to the left wing and play Erling Haaland as a striker, as Enrique Riquelme probably is, hoping to do if he is appointed as the president or elected, I don't think that's the right decision. Because Mbappe, once again, goal scorer. Haaland, goal scorer. Both of them going for Pichichi. UCL top goal scorer. I want to win the Ballon d'Or. I want to win this. I want to be the top player. We have this already. Vinicius is doing this already to Mbappe. Mbappe is already doing it to Vinicius. But they fit with each other. Still, even if they are one of the worst fits together so far, they still fit more with each other than Mbappe and Haaland. And of course, would I like to see it? Would I like to see them on the same team, Mbappe and Haaland? Yes. But does it make, the most sense financially and footballing-wise, tactically-wise for Jose or another manager? I don't think so, guys. So, I don't think this is the right decision. If he is promising us Erling Haaland, though, fair enough. I think that's a fair player to be announcing as a superstar. On the other hand, I have talked about Rodri many, many times before. I don't think he's the perfect fit, even though he is the most probable player to actually join Real Madrid. The rumors have been going on since this January. And even Raúl González, the legend of Real Madrid, has been announced as the sporting director. Do I like this decision? I honestly don't really like it, with Deco being at Barcelona. And yes, Barcelona people are going to tell me now, oh, he's cooking with Alvarez and Gordon, this and that. Let's be honest, guys. With the players at our club becoming anything at this club, it has only gone right with Zidane. Arbeloa, absolutely fries. Raúl González as, Castilla or the academy, absolutely cheeks. Xabi Alonso, no. And more and more and more players try to be managers, Castilla in the board and this and that. And it only works for a select few. Do I think Raúl can be one? I don't think so. So far, what he is offering us, cute. Rodri Ballon d'Or winner. Haaland, take him off City. Yes, play them superstars. But it just doesn't make sense. And the signing that actually makes sense and the player that actually wants to join us is Joško Gvardiol. But it looks like that Enrique Riquelme is not going to be announcing him, or I have not seen any rumors that basically are saying that this will be the player second to Rodri, which is kind of frustrating, I know, because I think Joško Gvardiol actually fits the team the best. He is a versatile center back that can play as a left back as well. He can even play as a DM if needed to. I'm not saying he will ever play DM for Real Madrid if he joins us, but he can do it. Yes, there is the injury proneness, but guys, if I'm looking at injury prone players, everybody's injury prone at this point because there's just so many games. I can't be looking at every player with, injury proneness and the injuries in mind. I just have to be looking at them as they are the player, what they do on the pitch, what they have previously done. And Joško Gvardiol has proved that he can do it on the biggest stage, as a center back, as a left back. He can do it on the international stage, even though he got cooked by Leo Messi in 2022. I did not forget Gvardiol, but I would still want you at Madrid. I'm not gonna lie. I would like this more than the Erling Haaland signing, guys. I'm just so ready to finally feel a little bit more secure about my defense and the future of Real Madrid. So this would be my perfect player from Manchester City. But I think Florentino Perez can sign this guy. I don't think Enrique Riquelme will be winning those elections, but I'm gonna at least, entertain it and show you guys the rumors. Now, onto the official rumors. Konate is heavily considered a good signing for Real Madrid, and Kylian Mbappe personally recommended him. And of course, the French boys or the French connection is there. I don't think that this is the reason Konate wants to join Real Madrid. We all know these links have been going on for a long time since it has been revealed that Konate and the contract situation is not looking great at Liverpool. And now that Arne Slot has left, I think it's even more uncertain his future at Liverpool. And I do think we will sign Konate on a free deal. I think this is a perfect deal for us. He doesn't have to start. His wages are not astronomically big. And I think even though he hasn't had the best of seasons, if you didn't know, guys, his father has passed away at the start of the season. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. In the mental game and, the mentality, it warrants him being a bit shit for the last 12 months, and Liverpool has not been great as well. So I think Ibrahima Konate would be a great signing on a free for Real Madrid. Now, the new, rumors that have been circling around in the last few days, that we want to sign a right back, and it has been linked with Fresneda, Denzel Dumfries, Pedro Porro, and even Diogo Dalot before, but it has now come out that Denzel Dumfries, Pedro Porro, and Fresneda are the three that are being looked at most seriously. Do I like Pedro Porro as a backup for Real Madrid? Sure. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he would be cheap of this Spurs team, and his contract, once again, is not that bad. Denzel Dumfries, do I like him? I like him even more. Physical prowess, so strong in defense. He is a Mourinho signing. And if you want versatility and you want something different out of fullbacks, Trent is completely different to Dumfries. They offer something so different. Yes, they might be, Dumfries can offer something attacking-wise, of course, as well. I'm not talking in the sense of they only attack and the other one only defense. No. But he's much more better defensively, Denzel Dumfries, and Trent is much more better on the ball and, in the build-up. So we would have so many more options if Denzel Dumfries is appointed and signed to Real Madrid. And he would only cost about 25 to 30 million. So he's 30 years old, so experienced, has been there, for Inter Milan in those UCL finals, even though he has lost, and he has cooked Barcelona before. Now, on the younger side, which we have been scouting, of course, Ivan Fresneda, I think he's a great right back, but once again, do we need Fresneda now? Do we not just need that strong backup? Or that experienced player. I always talked about last season or this season that has just finished. Sorry, I need more confidence in the locker room. I need more leaders. I need more experience. I need voices in there. Not 26-year-old, not 25, not 21, not 24. I need 30-year-olds. That's why Luka Modric never should have left to AC Milan. He should have stayed one more season, even though he would have played 5 games. I don't care. He should have stayed. That's why Ivan Fresneda, I think he's a great talent. Maybe sign him if he's the cheap option and would be a backup for sure. But if I had to choose, guys, it would 100% be Denzel Dumfries. And the club has contacted Inter Milan for him. And Inter is now even rumored to already be looking for a backup for the right back position. Or even, if the Dumfries signing actually happens, they are looking for a direct replacement, which is, a sign that Real Madrid is serious about this signing, and Denzel Dumfries might be coming to the Bernabeu for the first time, of course. He has not been at the Bernabeu yet. But I like the signing a lot. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this signing as well. We are not ending just yet. I want to talk about Pedro Porro a little bit, because people think that Pedro Porro is a bad player, and I've been seeing that this guy is so bad. He's at this Tottenham side that just finished 17. But guys, if you look at Pedro Porro's game and what he actually does on the pitch, what he can offer of the free kicks, I think he's a great backup. Once again though, the only thing Dumfries has over Pedro Porro is that experience and that difference to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yes, Pedro Porro is much better defensively than Trent. Much better, might be a little bit of a stretch. But I think Denzel Dumfries just offers something much different. And I think Pedro Porro would be a little bit more expensive than Dumfries. So Dumfries is the right choice. Now, Juventus coach Spalletti has asked the club to sign Brahim Diaz. Guys, yes! Don't let me cry on videos, man. But this is so emotional for me. Brahim Diaz, I love you so much, man. You're such a great... Get out, bro. Get out. Juve, I would be on my knees begging you to sign him. And while you're at it, you know what? We can do a swap deal for Kenan Yildiz, guys. Kenan Yildiz for Brahim Diaz. And you can take, you know what? You can take Sestero, Palacios, Manuel Angel, and somebody else from the academy as well. Thank you guys so much. On a real though, if we do get to sell Brahim Diaz to Juventus for even 30, 40 million, it would be a sensational sell. Brahim Diaz can fully flourish as he already did at AC Milan way before. This is your league, this is your level, go play there, buddy. And you can ball out in the Europa League, because if you didn't know, Juventus didn't even make the Champions League. This is your level, peace out, Brahim Diaz. Last thing I want to mention is... talking about the academy, Como are showing interest in signing Real Madrid talent Cesar Palacios. He's been mentioned in talks over Nico Paz's future and really appreciated by Como. With Real to maintain future control as usual. Of course, there will be a buyback clause or even just a loan to bring him back in a 2 years, 3-year deal. But I think this is the perfect move for him. He is not ready at all to play for Real Madrid. I don't think even, you know, he's too talented. I'm not gonna lie. So Palacios, I think it would be a great move for you to go to Como. And Nico Paz, I hope you come back as well. So this is gonna be the end of the transfer talk for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I gave you some info that you didn't know or you might have not noticed yet on social media. I think the Denzel Dumfries signing would be a great one. I think Brahim Diaz would be great as well. Cesar Palacios going out on loan for sure. The Enrique Riquelme stuff and the elections, I'm still not sure of. We might get a mention of the coach that might be, under Riquelme if he wins those elections in the next couple of days. So when that happens, I'm gonna update you as well. And I thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.